Did you realize the position that Ross was in there when you went by him on the final lap?
No, I did not. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know if I was racing for 10th or 30th. I didn't know anything about anything on that last run. I wasn't very good. I know that. I missed my marks a ton. Just didn't do a good job driving. But I saw the one. Yeah, because I didn't even hear anything from the spotter about like closing or anything. So I didn't know anything about anything going on. But obviously the one was in a position there, and obviously we got caught in it. But yeah, I didn't. I wish I would have known. But yeah, it's just the one was slipping. I was not great, but I'm like, this is another spot. Move me up in the metric for qualifying next week. That was my motivation to get. I guess I was racing for about 18th or so.
Would you want to talk to Ross after that? What you saw there?
No, I don't fault Ross at all. I wish I knew, so I could have been either prepared or made a different decision.
You guys were already locked into the next round via your win last weekend, but when I talked to crew chief Alan Gustafson this morning, he said it was important to keep up the intensity and kind of the sense of urgency. Do you feel like you guys did that today?
I do, yeah. I mean, we're just trying to do something different on the strategy front, and unfortunately never really went our way. I thought our pace was actually respectable. I mean, to restart, in the mid-20s there, behind 20th place on a couple of occasions and, get back inside the top 10, I feel like we were decent. Just, needed to have something kind of go our way with the way we were running it. But, overall, I thought it was a solid day for us and certainly gave it our best effort and excited to get to Vegas.
After starting from the pole, though, so where did it go wrong for you in the 45 team?
It's hard to say exactly. I didn't think there was many points in the race where we lost a lot of track position. Maybe one restart stack up, we lost like 4 or 5 spots. But I think the biggest thing that kind of played into it is we just didn't quite have the long run pace. Obviously, Shane has kind of continued to just kind of be in his own zip code there, but even more so compared to some of the other competitors too. So that's one thing for us. Looking at it, we were only minus 12 of the cut line. And me and Billy were talking about it. Possibly could have chased points, but it's hard to know how it's going to play out at the start of the day. So, yeah, some things that we can continue to work on for our road course program. But, we kind of went for it there in the closing laps, hoping for a caution. And, we lost some spots there. But at the end of the day, that's not a big deal.
Where was it missing here for you today?
Last week. Just was thrown for a loop with his tire. And, man, it's funny. You look at myself and Denny, a couple others at short tracks where when tires degrade, we're pretty good at being able to save tire. And him and I both suck on road courses, and we can't save tires on road courses. So it's just frustrating. It's back to how I was a couple years ago, frustrated itself, just knowing what's on the line, and didn't produce, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I appreciate everybody on this team pushing hard. This one sucks worse than last week for sure. I really had high hopes for this year, and it is what it is.
In terms of what you saw today out of the tire and the race, were there any surprises after knowing there was going to be no grip and high fall-off?
No, I mean, a lot of people don't like this place, this track. Love the place. But the Roval is the Roval, and you just add in another element, and for me it just creates frustration. So, and that's all because I haven't figured it out yet. So I still got a lot of work to do, but I thought that was proper tire fall off, So yeah, just got to keep pushing for more.
How hard was it mentally just to fight through the rest of the Roval?
Yeah, I mean, once it's over, it's over. When you get the damage, go to the Raj. I mean, we have to win, so kind of made our own bet in that sense. So it's not like today was our entire season or the reason for it, but definitely not the day we would have wanted in our Richmond Menards Ford Mustang, and pretty challenging conditions. And yeah, I wish we would have been able to have a fighting chance. I know it sounds pretty standard to say in these situations, but I am exceptionally proud of my race team in the 2-car for a lot of obstacles this week, a lot of obstacles today. I'm sitting in my race car feeling sorry for myself, and one of my guys comes in and puts a cold bottle of water and replaces the warm bottle of water in my cup holder, and I about cried because, like, it's just such a great team, and I want to do the absolute best for those guys, and they're on it, and they deserve to continue to move on, and I felt like we had an awesome season, awesome shot to continue to race for a championship, but yeah, this round just chewed us up and spit us out, and you'll have that.
And the 19 team of Chase Briscoe transfers via 19 points to the good on the cut line. You finished 14th here today, but you battled through some adversity. You weren't feeling well. I know you had some nausea behind the wheel. How were you able to overcome that?
I don't know. It was definitely an odd day. We just weren't that great in the first place. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever, they gave me a little pill at the beginning, and I felt way better. I was just getting so dizzy at the beginning. I've kind of been fighting something all week. You know, I sound terrible, I'm sure. But yeah, you know, after those first 20 laps, I was able to kind of just feel fine. There at the end, I was struggling a little bit, but I was also just kind of cruising, just trying not to make a mistake. So, yeah, it wasn't a super pretty day for our Bass Pro Shop Track or Toyota, but it was good enough. That's all we needed to do.
As you look at the next round and the kickoff next weekend at Vegas, how optimistic are you about what the team can do there?
Yeah, I feel really good about it. You know, I felt like this is the one round that was kind of going to be the biggest struggle for us. Just New Hampshire's not a great place for me. This place is obviously, you know, chaotic as can be, and I feel like next round, with the exception of Talladega, you know, they're kind of more traditional tracks. So yeah, I feel really good about it. You know, I know a mile and a half wise would be good. Talladega, we just got to go there and see what happens. And then Martinsville, I thought we were pretty decent there earlier. So yeah, I feel like we definitely have a path to get there. More than likely, we'll probably have to win, but you never know with the playoffs. So yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Was it any fun today?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit different race for us. Obviously, you know, we wanted to run as good as we could. But I think our main goal was, like, can we win a stage or two and try to make a run at the race, win. And we were able to win the second stage there, so that was good. And then kind of coming from the back, the start of the third stage. And I thought I could have ran 7th to 9th. And I was 10th on the last lap trying to run down Chase, and I missed the backstretch chicane. So that cost us a few spots. But, yeah, overall a good day. Proud of the effort. Got better all weekend. Honestly, I didn't feel very good yesterday in practice, and we got better and better through the race. So that's something to be proud of, and looking forward to going to Vegas. So appreciate Discount Tire and Ford Racing for what they do. And I can't wait to get out there out west next week, see what we got.
Chris Roval finishes third here at the Roval. You were in that tight battle with the 5 of Larson and the 88, but it seemed to slip away from you guys in the third stage there.
I mean, I think me and the 5 both, you know, adjusted our strategy. Once we got beat and the 88 beat us, we're like, all right, well, we're going to do something different and try and hopefully better ourselves if there's a yellow flag or something like that. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Just more of the same on these road courses. That is super, super impressive what that 88 group is doing. And I don't know, the bar is so far up there we can barely see it right now. And I just don't understand it. I'm sure all of us are saying the same thing. I mean, it's one thing. It's just rear tires. Like, that's, for some reason, he can keep the rear tires on it longer than we can, and we just go loose with laps. And yeah, it was a great race for the best of the rest.
There was a point there on a restart where you were actually able to get by him and get to the lead there, and you mentioned being good on short run versus his ability on the long run. Did that give you a glimmer of hope that maybe he had figured it out?
I mean, not really. You know, it's pretty. You could tell that he was, you know, taking it easy on the short run, you know, through the oval section, like NASCAR 1 and 2, NASCAR 3 and 4. He was just running part throttle and staying off the gas and kind of coasting through there. So it was, yeah, I mean, he had the field stacked up. The 5 was getting pressured, and then he was pressuring me, and he was just trying to take care of his tires. So I don't know, Parker.